Peace and blessings. Namaste to all light workers, warriors, and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today, and I'm being inspired during this particular season to unveil more and more truths and to bring clarity to certain concepts that we may have adapted through our journeys, through our religious journeys, through everything that has been passed down, programming, subconscious programming, and all of that. So these next series of videos are going to pretty much tackle some very controversial subject matter. Okay. And some of them may make you a little bit uncomfortable. So here's a fair warning. Today, I am going to be discussing Satan, Lucifer, and the devil. All right. And I want to put these concepts in their proper perspective so that you can rise above some of this fear, some of this lack of understanding, and you know how to defeat your enemy from within. Okay. And if you bear with me, you'll gain a lot from this because it's not as hard as you think it is. And Hollywood loves to blow things out of proportion. Okay, and if Hollywood had its way, it would scare you to death. All right, but I'm going to break this down to you so you can have sound reasoning when these topics come up. All right. First, let's deal with Satan. First thing you need to know is Satan and Lucifer are not one and the same being. Okay, Satan and Lucifer are not the same being. All right. Now, what does Satan mean? Satan translated in Hebrew means ha-shatan. All right. Ha-shatan means the adversary. All right. So this is an adversarial energy that is in opposition to you. Okay, or your life work or your life journey, etc., etc. And it is a collective. It is not just one being that can be considered an adversary. This could be a movement or a group, okay, that is considered adversarial to you. Case in point, when you are a light worker and say you're operating in Christ consciousness or something like that, but you have a friend that is into more black magic, or the dark, then from that friend's perspective, you are Satan. You are Hasatan, okay? Because it's an adversarial approach to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So you can have a Satan in your home. You can have a Satan in your job. You can have Satans in your church because it simply means adversary. This is the opposite polarity of whatever it is that you are identifying with. So in the grand world of illusion, those who are trying to, keep you in bondage or feed you falsehoods or feed you the frequency of fear or anything that is harmful to your evolutionary growth and process is considered Hasatan to you. It's not just one being, okay? This is an energy. Remember, we dealt with the world of duality, and we're also dealing with polarity, okay? So, in the realm of polarity, if this end is an ally, then Hasatan is the adversary, all right? Now, that's all that means. So again, get out of your mind that this is one being with all of this power. No. It is a frequency. It is an energy. It is a collective, okay? And more than one being can be considered Hasatan or a Satan to you, okay? You just have to learn how to identify the energy when it's there. And as quickly as you identify with it, you can transmute it, move on, rise above it. And a lot of times your own Hasatan comes from within. It's called self-willed. All right. But we're not going to just harp on that right now. Second one, Lucifer. Okay. Lucifer is considered the light bringer. Okay. The bringer of light. Okay, he was one of the sons of the morning. Lucifer's crime was simply usurping, okay, or wanting to sit in the position of the Most High. Does that mean he came down here with all of this evil? No, he did not. But he does have a job to do, and I'm going to explain to you what that job is. Remember, I told you in the higher levels of things, there is a cosmic dance and a cosmic order that goes on, okay? And once you transition from the world of duality of good and evil, you will see how this all really plays out. See, his job weans out the false ones, the negative ones, and purifies the light energy to the Most High. How does he do this? Oh, by testing you. That is his job. Okay, if we want to consider who Lucifer is, think of him as your prosecutor. All right, and think of him as somebody that will trick you. Okay, throw obstacles in your way. Okay, because what he's trying to do is test your worthiness of moving from one level of advancement to a higher level of advancement. So he kind of sits in the judge area. All right. Okay. So can he be a pain in the tail and do some bad things? Yeah. Yeah, he can. But again, this is the role that he has been allowed to play here. Okay. So everybody has had their bouts with either a Hasatan or even Lucifer himself. Okay? Because when you're being tricked into something, when you're being told falsehood, this is in order for you to grow your discernment. Okay? And it's also being placed in front of you so that you can overcome the opposition. All right? And so he is more of the disagreeable nature. So you have the agreeable nature of, love, light, peace, prosperity, benevolence, altruism. And then you have a disagreeable nature that will bring things to you to force you into either evolving or failing. Okay? Once you understand that mentality, you know how to overcome this one as well. All right? And he will leave you alone. When you prove yourself, he will leave you alone. All you have to do is stay the course, stay in the light. Okay? So you don't waver back and forth in your faith. You understand what unconditional love is. You understand what light is. His job is to convince you that you're wrong. His job is to convince you that you don't know what you're talking about. His job is to convince you that your discernment is not on point. And he also grants wisdom. Okay, he also grants great wisdom, but even to get to the point where he will give you great wisdom on how these things operate, you got to pass the test. So yes, he is an angel, okay, but he's got a very unique job to do. All right, and I don't envy it. I don't envy it at all, and neither should you. So you need to learn how to defeat your Hasatans, your Satans, and you need to learn how to defeat your Lucifers, okay? And when you do that, you will be shocked that he's not going to be angry with you for passing the test. He opens the door and he lets you up. I know you don't understand that right now. I know you don't understand it, but trust me. This is how this works, okay? Get rid of the fear. Get rid of the fear and thinking everything is about this cosmic battle of good and evil. It is in one aspect, but not in another. But that's for another teaching. All right. Now, devil. There are many devils. Just like there are many antichrists, okay? And just like there's many Hasatans. Again, we're dealing with a frequency. We're dealing with an energy, and it can permeate more than one being, okay? This is just a low vibrational energy that can inhabit or influence people, Okay? And we see this happening even in our governments, even in satanic cabals, all of that stuff. Okay? This is an energy. It is an energy that is in opposition to the light. But it's allowed. Why is it allowed? Because man must face opposition to elevate them to the next level. The cosmic battles that are going on this earth, okay, is between the high realms and the lower realms, and is mainly about positioning and power. Okay, that's what it mainly stands for, positioning and power. And satanic cabals, of course, are going to be defeated, and they're always going to be defeated by the light. But every last one of us that is here walking the earth right now can be influenced by any of these energies at any time when we have our guards down. You may look at me today, and if my guard is down, I can be Hasatan to you if you don't understand what it is that I am saying. All of us have the ability, because the universe is operating off of free will. That means that every last sentient being here on this planet can be of Christ consciousness or Satan. Free will exists here, okay? It also exists here. So it is your thinking, it is your energy that will put you on one side or the other. So stop thinking that this is big one being. It's not. It's not that. And they're not all one thing. There are varying degrees to this. And when you allow yourself to really explore Christ consciousness and source energy, these things become very, very clear to you. And it's easy to overcome. Self-will, okay? Self-will, selfishness, all of that, okay? That is the enemy. And you will see it operating in many, many, many people. But it doesn't have to be you, and you don't have to fear it. That's all I have to say. I am Sophie, and have a wonderful day. Bye.